Got it on me, I got options, real stepper. Check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good, where my hopping done at. Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like this. Street lights, we was young, racing. Street lights, carefree was the best time. Fast forward days, dreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night, till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop up clean room. Everyday celebration, take a true vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that. Living my life with no regret.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, drop a voicemail. 804-592-6160. Again, ladies and gentlemen, 804-592-6160.
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot.
Yep,
to the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Oh, good morning. Hut, hike. What everybody's going to be saying on Sunday. Hut, hike. But the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, right? Once Sunday is done, once the beautiful thing that is called the Super Bowl is all out of the way, it is all focus on Major League Baseball. And I am very, very excited and happy for the baseball season to begin. And look, folks, a lot of people are out there are very concerned about this season. And I completely understand. I get it. I am, in many cases, I'm there with you, right? I get it. I understand the concern. But let's be honest here. There is nothing like the crack of the bat. There is nothing like game season live starting up again. New intro, new fun. Honestly, this is going to sound kind of crazy to me to say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm really excited about this season. I sound like Aaron Boone on WFAN earlier, or lady yesterday, whatever it was, but let me tell you why. And if you thought it has a lot to do with the Yankees, it actually doesn't. I mean, of course, they're the big factor here, right? Because it's kind of what we do, but I'm just really, really excited about what this year is going to bring. That's what I'm excited about the most. I am really, really excited about what this year is going to bring all of us here at NYYU, man. A lot of unknown. Like I told you guys, man, my next couple of weeks are going to be extremely busy. My next 2 months are going to be insanely busy. But the good news is we're going to be bringing you lives no matter what. Nothing changes. I've had that a lot, Pete. Until the studio is done, are you guys going to do game season? Are you covering the WBC? Yes, guys. If I had to call a game live in my car with my phone, I'm going to do it. Business doesn't stop here at the U. It only goes up. And let me tell you guys, man, wow. I am so friggin' excited about this year. I really am. And look, you can also be a little optimistic. You know, I put out a video, a quick little short from Designated Spitters the other night when me and Francis were talking about the Yankees rotation and how that is something that we can be optimistic about, or what that rotation could actually become. And you know what? There was a lot of negativity of people. Well, I don't want to, let me not use the word negativity, right? Because it's not negative if your opinion is just different. That's fair game. And I understand a concern from this team. I do happen to like, believe it or not, this is going to sound crazy to some, I appreciate the little more honesty that we've gotten out of Aaron Boone before the year began, but I'm not. I'm not, you know, doing cartwheels around my house because we're going to get a new Aaron Boone this year. I don't believe that's the case. I'm just thankful that Boone is not sitting there saying what Brian Cashman did and trying to defend that this is like a brand new exclusive club with shiny new toys when it's not. I appreciate the fact that he's like, yeah, it's the same, but we like this team. If you guys remember when Brian Cashman said it, that's exactly what I said. I didn't spend much time to beat up on him. I just simply said, it's dumb to fight this battle. It is the same team. There really is no way around it. It is indeed the same club. And again, if you like the same team and you like the club, then stick with the club. Leave it, you know, brag about it. Say, hey, look, man, I think we're really good. I think we're really good. Izzy, what's up, my brother?
Thank you for being a friend.
I got my gabagool. 22 months with the U, best in the biz, but I can't stand to think of the number. No te vayas, bro. Come on, brother. Brother, don't do this to me, man. Don't do this to me, man. Nobody knows how much I love that man. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I predicted. People hate me, bro. People... Oh, God. People hate Pete Simonetti, damn it. They're telling me, Pete, you got to stop. You got to stop and give it up, damn it. Soto's gone, Pete. I'll never let it down. I'll never let it die. Honestly, though, I'm not joking when I say this. I predicted it from the minute he left. I said it might be one of the worst decisions the Yankees ever made. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's move on to the current team. You can't keep going back to 2024. I know. It is the past. It is over. It ain't going to be the last time we talk about it, but it is what it is. Unpop! What's up, brother? Unpop. What's up, fam? How you doing, brother? To be honest, the vibes in spring training 2024 one match. I'm going to just leave that there for a second. I was there. Was I there 2024, 2025, 25? Yes, we were there. 2024. Well, Brophy, we were there together. That's right. Brophy's 100% correct. It's right. If you guys remember, one of the biggest conversations about that club, and it's spring training time, so this is fair to talk about, right? One of the biggest conversations about that team was they just felt different. Remember, I was tweeting out, talking about new vibes, new team. You know what I mean? There was different vibes to the club. Even though Marcus Stroman didn't work out, he kind of came in wearing the old vintage Yankee World Series tees, which was fire, let's be honest. Verdugo was, you know, all that. Even though these guys weren't there, they added a style to the club. And of course, look what Soto brought to the team. I mean, you got guys like Anthony Volpe. When Soto signed with the Mets, Volpe was straight up asked, who do you wish that was a free agent that could have been a Yankee? He was like, Soto. So it is what it is, man. It's over. We kind of got to ride with the team we got. And like I said, man, the Yankees could be the worst team on planet Earth, continue to make the worst decisions in the world, and I'm going to be here covering it. I mean, it's what I do. It's what I enjoy doing. Yeah, we do it different than other people, you know, because we're Yankee fans, but we're going to be honest about what the team is. And there's a lot more honesty coming in 2026, but at a much greater and bigger and larger scale. In a couple of weeks, guys, we're going to start the process on our studio. Our studio is going to be up and running, and I'm collecting some really cool items that it's going to have in there. Thankfully, I got some friends in the business that have sent me some things. Salute, best friend. But anyway, best friends. But yes, man, I am overly excited about what this year is going to bring. A lot of the new merchandise on the way. Just a lot of really fun stuff, man. I'm excited. But spring training is right around the corner. And actually, I want to start with a couple of more rumors because there are some rumors out there that I do want to discuss and I do want to talk about. And I do think it is fair to bring up. And let's go ahead and actually just go ahead and get started on all that. The Yankees have been connected to two players. One of these guys they've had interest in before, I know for a fact, and one of these guys have played for the Yankees in the past. You're going to know who this guy is really quickly. The first guy is Ty France. So this is a new rumor, and it's not surprising. The Yankees are apparently still on the market for a right-handed bat. Ty France is very, very much in the mold of a Paul Goldschmidt. Now, there's a lot of people that figure they like Paul Goldschmidt more. But when I say they're similar, they're good defenders at first base and they're right-handed batters. Now, the biggest difference is Paul Goldschmidt hit lefties better than Ty France did last year. Ty France wasn't unbelievable against left-handed pitching. If I remember well, I believe France hit better against right-handers last year. But again, a solid bat that could come off the bench for your club. Now, you got to remember, there's one thing that I am not a fan of, and I'll tell you what it is right now, okay? Sorry to bring this up. I know you guys hate when I do this, but I got to bring this up real quick because this adds to the conversation. The Yankees are going to have to platoon when lefties are on the mound. They're going to have to figure something out. And I know there is not everybody out there that is overly excited about this lineup, and I get it. I understand. But they are going to have to find some sort of platoon situation that works. Again, look at where they're at right now. Rice. And forget what my lineup is, 1 through 9. It could be whatever you think. Trent Grisham's going to lead off. We know that. But just play along with me here. Lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty, 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 righty, lefty. That's a problem. That's a problem. If you're out there and you're facing a good left-handed pitcher, it could be a long day for this lineup. And yeah, the replacement's really never going to be better than the regular guy, but that's why Ahmed Rosario is here. That's why the Yankees are talking about Ty France. That's why the Yankees are talking about a reunion with Miggy Andujar. Miguel Andujar apparently has a lot of fans in the Yankees front office. Miggy coming off of a year in 321 at-bats, he had 318. Previous year, he had 285. Miguel Andujar, by the way, again, went off for the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, he absolutely went nuts. Played third base a bit last year. Played left field, of course, you guys know. Played a little bit of first base, I believe. Again, the glove is nothing spectacular. He got a very good arm. We know that. But I'm a guy that I've mentioned this quite a bit while I've done these shows and throughout this entire offseason. Is that the New York Yankees, sometimes you got to sit there and go, I understand we might take a step back in defense with a certain player, but if that back could come in here and really hit lefties well, that could be a major impact to this team. Specifically, this Yankee team with this lineup that they have. It could make a major, major difference. And they got to be smart about that. And Miguel Andujar, no question about that. It's a good hitter. Miguel Andujar has went through a lot when it came to that shoulder surgery, that shoulder injury. Really wasn't the same guy. And now it looks like at the age of 30 years old, he's kind of rounding back into form of the guy that we saw before. Again, an 822 OPS. Kind of surprised there's not a team with a DH opening that hasn't said, let's lock this guy in for 2 years. Little surprised by that, to be honest. I know the defense isn't great, but Miguel Andujar can hit. We know that for a fact. Ty France, again, I don't mind either one of these guys. I also believe the Yankees desperately need a right-handed hitting backup catcher. It seems like they're going to be okay with sticking to the way it was. And then maybe, you got to remember too, one thing is spring training is right around the corner, but the Yankees have been known to add players as spring training kind of winds down. You guys remember what was his name? Bertie. John Bertie. They added John Bertie, if you guys remember, like the last day of spring training. They added Ryan Yarbrough. I feel like it was one of the last days before spring training. So before opening day, excuse me. So that's a common thing. And the Yankees can still add to this club as the, spring training games progress and we get closer to opening day. But opening day this year, March 25th, right around the corner. But that's where we are, guys. Voicemail line open, folks. 804-592-6160. Again, 804-592-6160. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. Voicemail time, baby. I missed these. Let's go.
All right.
There
And
he
a
is.
little afternoon delight. Pete.
Yeah.
Francis,
Yes, sir.
maybe.
Francis.
Mama Jira.
Francis.
Little Santino. And the
Santy,
greatest
baby.
community in the whole wide world. Pete, it is getting close. We're packing up those crazy balls and those bats. And let's see what the Yankees have to offer us.
His balls are moving crazy.
But, Pete, the biggest thing is that we get those game season lives again, baby. And we get this greatest community in the whole wide world all together. And we're catching up on old times. And that family that we have built continues to grow.
Yes, sir.
So I got something in the jukebox today, and I think it's appropriate.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Our life together is so precious. Together we have grown. We have grown. Although our love is so special.
Okay.
Let's take a chance and fly away
Wow.
somewhere alone.
Beautiful.
It's been too long since we took the time. No one's to blame. I know time flies so quickly. But when I see you, darling, it's like we all start falling in love again. It'll be just like starting over. Starting over. Look out!
Hey.
You're
I
damn
tell you
right
what.
it's going to be like starting over. Now, Yanks, start over. Start from scratch. Don't
Yeah.
disappoint the you, and let's fucking go. Woo!
Oh, that's my Dom. Dom, I want to hear this a lot this year, Dummy boy.
Fucking over. Yankees win. Yankees win. Let's fucking go. Woo!
Dom, I want to hear that more than 94 times this year. And I want to hear it more importantly throughout the postseason, baby. That's what I want to hear it. I tell you what, I miss Dom's voice, man. Let me tell you guys something. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. I need to hear that album. That album has to happen, man. I need the Dom. Dom Sings the Classics is the album. Dom Sings the Classics is the album. I promise. I mean, I can definitely I'll hop on there a little bit. I got the tunes a little bit, folks. Pete Simonetti got the tunes. I tell you this. Guys, again, 804-592-6160. Again, 804-592-6160. Let's keep it going, baby.
Hey, Pete, Jira Chat, William
Oh,
Henry
shit.
here.
The
You know,
freak.
the Yankees like to tell us fans that what we know and see isn't what we know and see, such as
Yes.
Cashman saying they're not running it back when, of course, they are running it back. But, Pete, it's you and NYYU that from day one has called them out on their BS, and it's why this community keeps growing and growing. Regarding the Cody Bellinger contract, they'll be paying him $52.5 million in his first year. That's
Crazy.
more than $10 million more than Bo Bichette's first year of
Bananas.
his new contract, and over $12 million more than we're paying our own best player in the game, Aaron Judge. And the Yankees, they're so proud of themselves, right, for not going to a 6-year with Bellinger. But by giving him a $20 million bonus, to me, they're just paying 2/3 of what would have been a 6-year up front. And that also, by paying up front, they're increasing the luxury tax this year that Hal is so afraid of. And for $59 million, they could have had Bo Bichette and Imai combined this year. One more comparison stats I looked up. Bellinger has a lifetime playoff batting average of .211 and an OPS of .660. Bo Bichette has a lifetime playoff batting average of .311 and an OPS of .785. So this is why I love the Yankees so much, but I get so disappointed that they don't go for the obvious need and go all out to win. They do have what could be a great starting rotation, but when I see teams like Seattle getting such a good player in Brendan Donovan and we don't, it's tough to take. Anyway, I'm out. Take care, Pete.
My great friend, always with great voicemails, man. It's funny because I think the other day it was a DS episode or something. I think we were talking about the whole Bellinger thing and all that, and that was one of the points that I actually missed bringing up, is that this is the Yankees' largest payroll of all time, and it's the same team as last season. I mean, I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know how Hal Steinbrenner does it. I've said this a lot, and look, baseball season's a marathon. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. The Yankees can be exceptionally good. They could be exceptionally bad. They could be right down the middle and just be decent. You never know. So much happens in a baseball season. The way you start may never be the way you finish. The way the expectations could be high to start. They could end up being low really quick. They could be low to start and be high after a month. That's the marathon season of a baseball season, and that's just how it runs. And, I just don't know how Steinbrenner really does it. He just allows his money to be spent this way, because the crazy thing to me is that it legitimately is the same club, and you are just running the damn thing back the same exact way, but paying more money for it. Now, that's going to be the tough question, is if you do all that, this team falters again, look at where you are. I mean, that's a problem. And again, I just have no confidence that anything will change. They really want to win with this team they have. And God bless them. I hope they do. But I do feel like they missed out opportunities to greatly improve their club, especially improve upon things they're not doing well. Aaron Judge is going to be, 34 years old? I mean, again, when I talk about this, it's not meant to be a negative. It's just meant to say, hey, look, these are the red flags this team does have. Let's be honest. And at the end of the day, man, think about it. Cody Bellinger could have a down year. I don't think that would shock anybody. He's not that level of player that if he has a down year, you go, damn, I couldn't believe this happened. You'd be like, well, I mean, I guess. You know what I mean? I understand that. If Trent Grisham has a terrible year, you sit down and you go like this. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. If Garrett Cole comes back and he's not the Garrett Cole we saw a few years ago, okay, I could see that. None of that should be shocking to anybody. If Carlos Rodon doesn't have the same year he had last year, I could see that. But on the other side, I can also say I can see Ben Rice being a much better player. I can see Judge doing Judge. I can see Jazz repeating, if not having a better year. So there are some things that I want Jason Dominguez to break out if he's not traded this year. Is that ever going to happen with the Yankees? I don't know. Maybe I'm just yelling into the air. And the wind will just take the words with it and go, yep, nobody ever heard you, brother. But if somebody goes down with an injury, maybe Dominguez could be a big part of this team and find his way for once and get playing time every day. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. A lot happens in a year. All we know right now is that everybody's healthy. We don't know anything else yet. Stanton is apparently healthy. Haven't heard no updates there. From what we know, everybody is healthy. We do know that it doesn't always go that way. Things do change quite a bit. And, maybe one of those reasons the Yankees are sitting there going, I want to get a left-handed hitting outfielder, a right-handed hitting outfielder. Maybe I want one of those guys because if there is an injury, we can let Dominguez play. But in case there's a really tough lefty on that mound, we got somebody we feel we could plug in there. Do I still support the notion that Dominguez just can't hit left-handed pitching? No, I don't support that because I don't believe it's a big enough sample size. And at the end of the day, Dominguez started to hit better against left-handers, and then he was thrown out. There was many times that Jason Dominguez had a good game, and he wasn't playing the next day. There was many times I remember doing Game Season Live, and I don't know if it's 5 times, I don't know if it was 10 times, that I remember watching Game Season. And I would joke with you guys, and you guys would even say it in the chat, where Jason Dominguez would go 2 for 3. And everybody said, yep, he ain't playing tomorrow. We get the lineup tomorrow, and he wasn't in the lineup. For a couple of days, potentially. Matter of fact, I know this as a fact. You guys remember when they put him at leadoff for like 3 or 4 games in a row and he was going off? 3-hit game, 2-hit game. And then all of a sudden, randomly, he just disappeared. You never saw him again. It's like legitimately, they put him at the leadoff. It was working. And then they were like, yeah, nah, we can't do this. Stop it. And it literally just came to an end. Just came to an absolute end. That was it. So if a year for Dominguez to break out, if it could be this year, sign me up, man. I'm down for that. Jason Dominguez got all the tools, and I get it. There's some people out there that's down on Dominguez right now. Fair game. That's how you feel. That's fine. But you can't deny the level of talent that is there and the youth that is obviously on his side. Probably, what, the youngest guy on the roster? Still? Guys, remember, he came up multiple years ago. Still the youngest guy on the roster, I believe. Could be wrong about that. I don't think I am. I think he is the youngest guy on the roster. But Lord have mercy. I mean, there's a lot of people that have just completely given up on Jason Dominguez, that he's terrible. Can't play this guy. Get rid of him. It's insane. It's insane to me. I hope this is the year he breaks out. I really do. Hope Ben Rice continues to be the guy he is. Because Ben Rice is going to be loved as a New York Yankee if he becomes a, 30-plus home run first baseman. He could be that guy. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen what Ben Rice could become. And if the Yankees play their cards right, they're probably going to go Grisham, Bellinger, Judge, Rice in the lineup. They're going to really have no choice. Judge could make a guy like Ben Rice a whole lot better with that protection. We've seen it with Soto. They kind of gone away from that. I don't know why, but they have. So we'll see what happens. Jason Dominguez got one at-bat in the postseason, and it was to protect Anthony Volpe from getting booed out of the stadium in his last at-bat of the 2025 season. He came up and roped a double to right center field. They did it to protect Anthony Volpe, one of my most viral videos last season, because I was absolutely stunned. I knew they weren't doing it for him. They were doing it to protect Anthony Volpe. And I gave a lot of love to Aaron Boone the other day because Boone was on WFAN, and he was basically like, hey, look, man, at the end of the day, I say at the end of the day a lot. I just noticed that. He basically said there's a leash on him. Yeah, we're not going to stick with this guy forever, and we hope it's here that he does well. He kept saying that. I hope it's here. Meaning, we think he's good. He might happen somewhere else. It may not be with the Yankees. I mean, that's the biggest telling sign that we've ever gotten from somebody in Yankee leadership, that Anthony Volpe may be on his final legs here with the Yankees. Could also be a smart method of, it ain't promised to you, brother. You better show up to play ball. Might be the case. Might be the case. My guy, Johnny Riv.
Hey, Pete. Johnny
There he
Riv,
is.
Baltimore.
The GOAT.
It might be slow news-wise, but I still bought my ticket. I'm happy to buy the ticket. I can't wait to see all my friends from NYYU and maybe even little Santino Simonetti. Man, I would love to see him. Anyway, still looking forward to it. hate what the Yankees are doing, hope the youth come through, but I'm still a Yankee fan, and I'm pulling hard for them. And, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what
Yes,
happens.
sir.
NYYU is the
Yep.
best, only place to listen to Yankee news. Pete, you're the man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. And Johnny Riv, look, I'm happy you said what you said right there at the end because, look, man, we can complain, we can yell, we can scream. Let's not front. We're all Yankee fans. Everybody in this chat, the U continues to grow. We're closing in on 55,000 subscribers. We keep growing. Everybody's excited. I mean, is it the team that I would have pieced together to come back? No. Am I happy baseball's around the corner? Yes. Yes, of course I am. Somebody, again, if you're in this chat right now, you know, you can reveal yourself here, but somebody quote tweeted, they were like, Pete, you know, they didn't tell me this directly. They told me it after they commented, but it was just random because I didn't really associate with this person much on Twitter. Not in a bad way. I don't really associate with anybody on Twitter at all. And I just got a quote tweet. I'm like, what is this? So I pull it up and it's one of my clips from Game Season Live. And I was just going nuts about Aaron Boone on something, whatever the hell it was. And the guy was like, yep, getting ready for this again this year. And I just put laughing faces underneath it. He was like, man, I went through all of your clips to find this specific one. And I'm like, I'm really, really happy that people enjoy Game Season Live. I really am. I'm excited that people enjoy NYYU and what we're doing. And we're getting so much more well-known now. We've been in articles now from multiple media organizations writing about NYYU or just, you know, putting our stuff in conversations of written articles and things of that nature. I get messages all the time. There's been association now with multiple players in Major League Baseball, you know, current and past. So I'm just excited what we're doing. I'm excited that I am legitimately living my dream. No doubt about it. I'm living my dream. This is so friggin' cool. The ups and downs, the scares, the concerns of building a business. Anybody out there who owns their own business, it's scary. No doubt about it. I'm confident, but I'm also, there's a part of me that's like, this is a scary move. This is a scary move. And there's definite concern there. There's no doubt about that. But I believe it's going to be amazing. I really do. I believe it's going to be great. I believe that there's additional partners we're working with potentially to make NYYU bigger than we've ever could imagine. There's a lot being done, but you guys are the ones that make this work. You guys are the reason. And that's why I'm happy Johnny Riv said that we're all Yankee fans. We're all Yankee fans at the end of the day. And the Yankees can run out there and run it back, 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 run it back. You know what I mean? They can keep running it back all they want. All they want. We'll sit here and disagree, be upset with it, and all that. Maybe we won't go to as many games, but we'll watch. We're going to watch. We're going to tune in. I'm not going to run this network any other way, but the same way we do it and bigger. And yeah, I've given you guys what I'm optimistic about. Am I as optimistic as other people when it comes to the rotation? No. I mean, excuse me, when it comes to the lineup? No, I'm not. When it comes to the rotation, I think there's a lot to be optimistic about. Now, I've said this before, and it didn't turn out good. You know, John Brophy knows this better than anybody, right? John, you know this. We were there. I was there with you. I was there with you, man. We're all sitting there, me, Francis, Kev, Jira. We're all sitting there when we had that great team, that rotation, Garrett Cole, Rodon, Sevy, Nestor, ba. Garrett Cole's out. Nice. This is wonderful. So we get Soto. We do all this beautiful stuff, right? A 2024 year. And Cole's going to miss time out the gate immediately. We had all these other great rotations in the past that could be really good, and nothing happens. But I remember going live right there being like, guys, Garrett Cole is out. So we thought we had it. We don't have it. And that is when he had I believe it was just a UCL strain. He didn't get Tommy John at that time. He did the recovery, came back and pitched as you guys obviously remember, against the Dodgers in the World Series 2024. And then he got the Tommy John surgery in the offseason. And now we're finally going to be able to say we're getting Garrett Cole back, whether it's May, June, who the hell knows. But we are going to have that ace back. And again, guys, like I said before, if I can honestly, in all honesty, sit here and say I am confident about something, the only thing I can really, really say that I am truly, truly confident in is this. This is the only thing I can honestly look at and go, this gives me confidence because they can have a crazy good rotation. And you're also missing, Ryan Weathers here, who Jeff J pointed that out. And I said, hey, Jeff, look, the reason I didn't throw Ryan Weathers in here right now, and I'm a big fan of Ryan Weathers, you guys know that. But the reason I didn't put him in this right now is just because he barely makes 16 starts a year. He made 8 starts last year. Ryan Weathers has all this stuff in the world to be a good starting pitcher, but he got to be healthy. So I can't just throw him on this list and go, he's going to be one of the better starters. He could be. He could be. But I need to be able to see him do that before I throw him on there above a Louis Heel or a Cam Schlittler. I got to see him develop into the guy that, the Yankees obviously think he could become. So I would need to see that first because right now, Ryan Weathers, in my opinion, he still has a whole lot to prove. But guys, before we move on, well, I guess not before we move on, I do want to play this clip. This was bananas, and I don't typically do this. I don't even know why I'm doing it, but there's nothing to talk about. I'll talk about this real quick. Why not? Why not? You guys ready to hear nonsense? You guys ready to hear some of the most stupid dialogue you will ever hear in your life? And WFAN is doing a good job of running out stupid-ass comments. And honestly, I feel like maybe it's something they do to kind of push this so it gets jerk-offs like me to talk about it. This got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. And let me just go ahead and play it. If I heard it, you guys are going to hear it. Here we go. Good luck.
But when A-Rod hung it up, the approval rating went through the roof with Yankee fans. And now Al from Miami, A-Rod, is beloved by Yankee fans. And I think they know that he was a better shortstop than Jeter. Jeter couldn't have moved to third base like A-Rod did and played at that kind of level. So the politics that existed, I think a lot of people look back and go, yeah, A-Rod was more in the right in that spot. And now he's beloved, which leads me to Aaron Boone. I think when Aaron Boone hangs it up and it's all said and done, Aaron Boone will be viewed by Yankee fans exactly like A-Rod is now. Beloved. I think time and history will be good to Aaron Boone. And right now, when you're in the thick of it, you're in the thick of it. But when it's all said and done, the same way A-Rod rehabbed his image with some Yankee fans. There was obviously a portion of the audience and the fans that loved him. But now universally beloved. I think Aaron Boone will have the exact same fate as A-Rod.
Yep. Yep, that was a real comment, folks. That was a real comment. That was real. Let me just really quickly summarize this for everybody. Alex Rodriguez was a leading contributor to the Yankees winning their last World Series. A-Rod was one of the leading factors in the Yankees bringing the world title back to the Bronx in 2009. Let me tell you guys this right now, and no, I don't care if you disagree with me or not. Aaron Boone, right now, might be one of the least liked managers of the New York Yankees of all time. All time. And I'm telling you this, there's going to be your boomers and your little people on Twitter that goes, oh, no, we love him. The beat writers are going to defend him like they always do. The regular Yankee fan, he might be one of the least liked Yankee managers of all time. Now, I'll say this. That could change. And I'm on record of saying this. If Aaron Boone holds up one title with the Yankees, one, he'll go down as he did it. And I said this about Girardi. People go, Pete, but Girardi at the end, did he win a title? I give him a pass. He won. He won. Again, if Aaron Boone wins, me, will defend him. I'll defend him. I'll sit there and go, guys, but he did win. He did win. The ultimate goal was to win. Yes, did it take him long? Okay, but he did win a title with the Yankees. The one thing that Joe Girardi could say, however you feel about him or not, is, I won. I got a ring. I won in 09. I won in 09. I'm on record, mind you, I think I'm the first person ever that was loud about this. I'm on record of saying I don't see the Yankees ever winning with Aaron Boone. I don't know what it is. I feel there's a major disconnect. I've said this many times. I've been told by people desperately in the know that the players love him and that's what they're going with. And I always say, nothing to do with love. I feel there's something deeply missing. Accountability being one. He did go on WFN, defended accountability. He basically said, I have conversations that nobody ever gets to hear, and they're strong conversations. But that take is absolutely insane. But again, I will say this. If Aaron Boone wins a title, I'll be happy to say he did his job. No matter if I liked him as a manager or not, he won the World Series. He won one. He brought us back a title. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's why I say when people sit there and go, some of you Yankee fans are too much, or you're spoiled, or you want to win every year. Yeah, I do want to win every year, but I also know that's not possible. I also know you're not going to win the World Series every year. Nobody's ever gone back to 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 back. Nobody's ever done it. Nobody's ever done that, right? We understand that. But hell, if he could be the manager for all these years and say, I got one, I'll sit there and go, all right, man, Boone won. He's a champion. He's a champion. He's legitimately a champion. That's all there is to it. And that's true. And that's true. And yes, I do think Jira says the Dodgers will. Get out of here, damn it.
Go run back to
There you go.
Winterfell.
Get out of here.
I'll have your head on a spike.
I'm going to have your head on a spike, damn it.
Meep, meep.
I have no idea what's going on with the soundboard anymore, man. I don't know what's going on with the soundboard, but yeah, man, that was just crazy. I mean, that's insane. A-Rod was a leading contributor to winning a World Series. That's when he really became beloved. There was a long time there where Yankee fans were very upset with A-Rod. I remember, I lived through it. All of you guys, the majority of you lived through it. There was a lot of hatred towards Alex Rodriguez, even on the Yankees. You always respected his game, but there was a lot of animosity there. I mean, look, A-Rod's talked about it, that he wasn't the best person. You know, he's done a real revamping of just his standings in life. He's changed a lot and a lot for the better, of course, but there was a lot wrong there. But the man went through trials and tribulations. He did amazing for the Yankees in '09. They held up a championship, and he'll forever go down as a Yankee legend. He's a Yankee legend. If you build out the greatest Yankee teams of all time, you look at third base, and what do you say? A-Rod. How do you not say A-Rod? How do you not go around that infield and go A-Rod, Derek Jeter, Robinson Cano, and then whoever you want at first base? Obviously, Gehrig and so on and so forth. But, I mean, you literally look at the all-time greatest Yankees, and Alex Rodriguez is disgusting that. I don't think there'll ever be a time when anybody says, man, Aaron Boone, the greatest Yankee manager of all time. You know what I mean? Let me build out that club. Gotta put Boone managing them. No, I don't think anybody will ever do that. And again, he's wrong what he said. And look, I talk to a lot of people, as you guys know. I talk to a lot of the fan base here. I even see when, Christian and them, NYST podcast, every year they put the keep 'em or dump 'em. I think Aaron Boone is one of the highest rated dumps when they do these. And they get a lot of votes. They get, 6, 7, 800 votes, sometimes into the thousands. And he's always listed in the 90% of dump him. Just get him out of here. And after every season ends, I remember there was a couple of years when I was the only guy talking about make the change, get rid of this guy. And Yankee fans, a lot of them were like, Pete, come on, stop it. Like, leave Boone alone. And I'm like, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. And then I remember to change the switch up when everybody across the board was like, get rid of this guy. Get rid of him. Dump him. Time to move on. But if he wins, I will defend Aaron Boone like nobody's ever defended anybody. I'll say, look, that's when I'll bring up, hey, man, he got the winning percentages during the season, and he fixed the postseason record. Because right now, his postseason record is ass. Now, I'll tell you this. There is, I don't like a lot of the stuff he says. Like last year was the hardest year for him. Last year, you guys got dog walked by the Blue Jays. That was harder than fumbling the ball against the Dodgers in the World Series. That was tougher. Fumbling the ball against the Dodgers, that wasn't as tough. All right, well, God bless. We had this great team. Did you? You got dog walked by the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays rotation got better. Maybe you went ahead and they lost Bo Bichette. I understand that. But they got a lot of young kids on that team that are coming up. We'll see what happens. I'm just like, that's a kind of wild thing to say. You made the World Series and that wasn't important enough. That wasn't more important than going to the ALDS. This is when I talk about the mentality. I feel like they just bullshit people. And the reason I feel like he's saying that is because they're running the team back. So it's like, yeah, that one really hurt because, man, that one really hurt. That one was tough. That was the hardest one I ever had. Really? The hardest one you ever had was last year when you got dog walked? Not the year that Stanton, Soto led you to the World Series? And you yourself cost game one? And then the Yankees just couldn't field the ball and couldn't run and all that other bullshit that plagues them every damn season? That wasn't the one that was the worst, but okay. I know you got to hype up the team some way, but damn, that was a little bit bit crazy to me, to be quite honest with you. That was a bit nuts. That was a bit nuts. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, much love to each and every one of you guys. Do I have any more voicemails? No, you guys did not load me up with voicemails. I do know it is fair to say this. All Rise has been very on and off. With the baby being here, it's been kind of tough. We get every now and then you got appointments in the morning. And also, too, I'll be honest, helping out with the baby in the morning has been a little more important than off-season shows, and it's been kind of, down and nothing to really discuss. Today we had a lot to discuss, so that was good, but we almost did a full hour show. But like I told you guys, man, a lot of big things coming. A lot of you guys have asked me about the softball event. I am waiting to lock in the field again. Once I have the field locked in, those tickets are going to be available and ready to go. I don't have that yet. So you guys got to give me a little bit of time on that. Because I would post it today because I think it's going to go like hotcakes for the people playing in the game and, spectators also. Hoping to do Castle Hill again. I don't think we have confirmation from them yet, so I'm really, really, really hoping we do. So I'm waiting to see on that. Once we have that, we're good to go. Once we have that, man, we are good to go. Those tickets will be out. Again, tickets for NYYU Day are already posted. Get your tickets April 18th. That is going to be good to go. I'm trying to think if anything else that I'm missing for the upcoming year. I got a lot of graphics to work. I got a whole graphics package I got to design and work on. I haven't even started that stuff yet, so starting a little later than normal, but it's going to be amazing, guys. We will be at the WBC in Miami for a couple of days. I am going to cover Game Season Live. We'll start in March, as you guys are pretty much aware. So we'll have that going, and the excitement of Game Season Live, the excitement for the World Baseball Classic. I can't wait for it. It's going to be amazing. I think, I know it's hard to bet against Japan, but I think the two early favorites are the Dominican Republic and the United States of America, man. So I'm really happy and excited for that. As you guys saw, Team NYYU are all in.
When A-Rod...
What the hell? I'm not playing that. Team NYYU, as you guys already know, are all in for the WBC. There's Pete Simonetti for Team USA. There's beautiful, lovely, wonderful wife, Jira, for the Dominican Republic. She said she really wanted to play for Team USA, but I said, all right, look, listen, I'm going to put you in DR for right now, all right? There is the one, the only, Francis Lee. There he is for Puerto Rico. There's Kev. My man looks like somebody stole his Mongoose. Give that man back his Mongoose, damn it. There is Christian looking like a damn general, ready to just put some heads on spikes. I tell you what. And there is the one, the only Los playing for DR again. The beautiful thing about this NYYU team is, guys, we can represent multiple countries. USA, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Italy. We can represent all of them. A very, very fun team we have here at NYYU. But yeah, the WBC always brings out so much excitement. It's so much fun, man. I can't wait. And like always, guys, stay tuned for updates as we go. It's going to be great. I'm really, really excited about everything we have on the way. I can't wait, man. It's telling my kids these were key figures to the American Revolution. I'm telling Santi right now, right? I'm going to go upstairs right after this, all right? I'm going to show Santi this picture, and I'm going to say, Santi, do you know who this is? That happens to be George Washington. Yeah, that is one of the founding fathers of America. This is one of the people right here who have given us the freedoms that we all love. Yep, so little Santi Bear is going to know that, yeah, that's the guy right there. His father, that's me. Yeah, you bet your ass. I should manage the Yankees like that, in that whole outfit. I'm going to wear that outfit at some point this year, damn it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get that outfit at some point this year, folks. I tell you that. But, guys, thank you guys for all the love as always. Thank you for tuning in to All Rise. If there is any breaking news or anything crazy like that, you guys know we got you covered. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace out. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of your day. Until next time, guys. Peace out. Catch you guys later. Where's my mouse? There it is. See you later. Peace.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn